So, last time I was planning on adding a bunch of upgrades, but I only got through 5 upgrades or so, all being shield upgrades. Some degree of that was due to complexities around like implementing the shields, where just shield specific code was messing up. But I felt like the majority of the pain was just the upgrade pipeline. It wasn't very good. I had to, like, if I added a new upgrade, I had to add it in like 4 different places and set the properties in 4 different places, make a new prefab. I was copying all this stuff. So offline, since the last stream, I have improved the upgrade pipeline. Let me go through that real quick. Here is the new sort of requirement around upgrades. Basically, you go write the class that, like the component class, that inherits from modifier base, which is already, that was not really the problem. I felt like that worked pretty well. It was the rest of this stuff. So this like name and description text used to be associated with the shop item, which was like a separate prefab. So here, oops, this is a video, me testing audio stuff. So if I go to prefabs here, shop, basically everything is deleted. This directory used to be full of like a prefab for each type of upgrade you could buy. Instead, now there's just buyable upgrade base, and when the buyable upgrade base is like spawned, I think maybe spawn, or actually it is in the shop item spawn manager. So when the manager is like going through, okay, what items can I like allow for purchase in the shop? I used to have to list them all out like I'm doing here with buyable art 0, 1, and 2. Now it's just going to read that list we were looking at earlier. It's going to instantiate one of those upgrade bases. So it's going to make the upgrade base. Then it's going to get its shop details, overwrite its property after it's spawned based on what was in that previous modifier list array. Sets it to inactive because we don't actually care about this object existing in the scene. We only care about its. This is like basically a new prefab variant without saving it. It's just saving it as a game object in the scene that is inactive. And then it just puts it in the array like it was before. So what this means is no extra work is required to add an upgrade to the shop. If an upgrade is in S modifier data list, it will be added to the shop automatically. I don't have to make a new prefab for it. All I have to do is write the component class and fill in this data, and I'm done. So I'm hoping that, I mean, that's definitely compared to before, it's an improvement. I'm hoping it'll allow for significantly more upgrade throughput today, but we'll find out. What else was on there? Incremental improvement of particle effects. Yeah, so I can show that off in game. Basically, before I was just using every single particle effect was pink because that was the original player character, and they were all the same. Now I'm actually using a sprite, so you can see they're like little circles, just a little more pixely. Also, the everything is adapting. It's getting its color from the object, the owning object. So you see, as I pick up these pennies, I'm getting like a bronze particle effect. I also added a gravity to this pickup one, so it kind of feels like the particles get sucked into you as you're like picking up money and stuff. What else? Oh, right, and that improvement also applies to jump particles, where it can tell if it is like the double jump, like a jump not on the ground, and it's like a light blue air color instead of the like brown knocking up dirt color. So yeah, just some minor particle improvements making them more pixely. That's probably not like the end of it. There's probably probably multiple rounds of particle improvement to do, but it's a incremental improvement in the correct direction. All right. And last, more sprites just in case. If it truly is the easiest thing ever to add tons of upgrades now, I have a boot sprite and a like charm or talisman or something to add different, just so I won't run out of stuff. But yeah, that's it for overview. I'm just gonna get right into upgrades. I think we're just going to continue where we left off. We're gonna leave burning, that's detecting the hitbox, out for now. So we're just gonna start here on shiny coin. Okay. So we need a new callback in our modifier base for when the player picks up money, I guess. And no, we actually don't. That already exists. The existing money system already has callbacks we can just subscribe to. So let's head over to modifier base and add that subscription. So we have on item bought on rest area. We should also get var money equals, I think this would be on transform. I mean, the safest thing to do would just be transform.parent.getComponent in children. That covers the case. It could either be on the parent or on one of my siblings or even on myself. So this is just the most reliable way, I think. Q money. So yeah, Q HEA money. And I say money.on increase plus equals virtual protected void on money increase. You probably want to mount. Okay. So we have our new callback. It's subscribed. Great stuff. That was easier than I thought it would be. I forgot I already did that. So now we need a new component to subscribe to that callback and do stuff with it. I'm just switching over to Unity and it's like, hey, did you slightly change a script? Let me recompile for 30 seconds. Oi. Okay, so we go to scripts, player, modifier, new, create C# script. This is going to be modifier, I guess, extra money. So let's open up that new script. Modifier extra money is going to be a modifier base. Let's hop over. That's where we just were, where we just set up this new callback. So now let's override this callback. On money increase, we change this virtual to an override. And then we get component. I guess same deal. We'll do like a sibling get, which is transform.parent.getComponent in children. Q HEA money. And then we do money dot apply delta 1 send event false, so it doesn't recurse forever. Hey, speech recognition, go away. Let me double check that send event. Yes, perfect. So, I'm so glad I added that capability in, because if I feel like if I didn't, I would repeatedly trigger this event and end up with a million, like, infinite money. Dang, that was pretty easy. Hopefully that's all there is to it. I guess we'll find out. Let's head over to our modifier list and add this. Copy in an existing entry. And this is going to be shiny coin plus 1 money pick. I guess what is the best way to say this? I don't want to worry too much over the language. It's kind of a waste of time, but money pickups plus 1 value. How about that? Type of, oops, I don't know how I write it up there. Modifier extra money. I need to add a new sprite to this because it's the first one that's going to be using that coin sprite. But future ones can just reference this. M coin sprite, or I guess M sprite coin would be the naming convention here. Modifier extra money. M sprite coin. We're going to use gold. Okay. What else? All right, let's just get pointed to that sprite. Then let's tell our shop to always spawn that item as a test step. And hopefully that will be everything we need to do. Find out. All right, so I believe it's just on the player. Yeah, there's like a modifier parent. So this will be sprite coin. Oh no, I renamed them. They're both named coin. I'm gonna have to rename one of them. And I'm gonna rename this upgrade one because it's the newer one. Upgrades. Rename this coin upgrade. Okay. Then we go back to that object and we switch this from coin to coin upgrade. We save. We go to our shop and change the preferred. I have to open it up. That's so annoying. Change the preferred shop index to 11. All right. What do we expect to see? We expect to see a new coin upgrade in the shop. And when we buy it, Penny should give us 2 instead of 1. And they shouldn't trigger an infinite loot that gives us infinite money. Awesome. So our coin is in there. Although I don't know that I'll probably rework the sprites at a later time. Not important right now. All right, we got the coin. These should give me 2 each, putting me up to 5, and that is the case. Beautiful, beautiful. Upgrade in. I've been streaming for 13 minutes. And like at least 5 row review. So yeah, this speaks well. Let's plow forward, plow forward. Shiny coin, done. Burnt coin, we're gonna leave for now. And bloody, I renamed this adjective to Grisly. So let's do Grisly coin. Maybe I'll need 2 colors. I don't know. I might have to rework how my assets work. I might sync up with my friend who's a little bit better at pixel art than me. He might be able to offer some suggestions, even if he can't do some sprites for me. We'll see. But yeah, so Grisly coin. On this, we might as well just copy that script, although it's not really saving us much. That script, as a reminder here, 2 lines effectively. If you include the override and the base class, I guess, 4 lines. But come on, this is beautiful. How little work there was to hook up that new functionality. But let's just keep plowing forward. Let's not rest on our laurels for adding one thing. Okay, so we go to scripts. I wish I could have bookmarks here. I wonder if that's a thing. Because like I feel like I'm always looking around this stupid tiny file hierarchy here to try and find. I mean, like I have pretty good organization, but it's just there's so much going on that, you know, It's hard to find exactly what you're looking for. All right. Anyway, so we had modifier extra money. That's what we're going to duplicate. Rename it modifier extra money on, or a modifier money on damage. So modifier money on damage. We rename this. And then instead of subscribing to on money increase, we subscribe to on damage. And then everything else is the same. Let's try it out. Oh, I guess I have to go to the, oh, I have to add it. So there are a couple more steps. Grisly Coin. Gain money on taking damage. Say modifier money on damage. We change the color from gold to red. And then we update the shop prefab from 11 to 12 to tell our shops to always spawn this new item. Oh, that's such a jerk jump. I have to go the other way. Oh, it's such a jerk. Wow. Alright, let's pretend that one didn't happen. That was the biggest jerk chicken I've ever seen. Uh-oh. Alright, we've crashed. Let's find out why. Spawn data manager base. Did I not add it to modifier list? I did. I think I'm gonna make a note of this. I'm guessing this is a restart bug because I died and restarted the game. So some state is not being carried over properly. Review. Restart behavior crashed on attempting to spawn shop when after restarting. I mean, we'll see. If it crashes on the first try, then I somehow introduced a bug with that extra upgrade. But we'll see. It seems weird that it would take out the whole shop if it was just the one item. And yeah, here's our shop. Alright, we have our new Grisly Coin. We go get hit. Did not work. Unless... Oh, I see. Yeah, 4. See, it went from 1 to 4. I did gain the money, but it didn't count. It didn't like send the event to tell the money UI that it was stale, so the money UI doesn't increase. We just need to switch this to true. So we're saying, yeah, we do want to send update events. We didn't want to send it before because a money update event shouldn't send another money update event because that'll go on forever. But in this case, it's a, oh, whoops, I did the wrong script. But in this case, it is a damage event triggering the money event. We need at least one money event like being sent out this frame for the money UI to know it needs to update. So that, I mean, functionally it did work. It seemed like the internal money count increased on damage like we would expect, but we're just going to do a quick double check that that speculative fix there. Oh, this might be, oh, I barely made it. Check that the speculative fix actually addressed the issue with the UI. 3? Was I on 2 or 1? Did I get double hit? Let me get hit a few more times to see if there might be a bug there. 5, 6, 7. I think it's fine. But, uh-oh, I'm dead. Alright, it's fine enough. Cool. Upgrade number 2. 7 minutes later, we are blazing forward. Oh my god, OneNote constantly forgetting the amount I wanted zoomed. It's very frustrating. Alright. So we'll leave this other stuff for now. Yeah, I guess that's all the. I found, unless I want to do the death box, but I kind of want to do that after I've done everything that doesn't require a death box. Technically, this requires some tech. I'm gonna move it down here. Requires tech because shop doesn't have enough visual slots for additional items. I'm gonna have to tweak the shop prefab. Not a huge deal, but let's just. I'm trying to grab up all the low-hanging fruits before I do the stuff that requires some extra tech. So discount card. I think this just needs to like set some value on the player. All right, so we spawn in the shop items. I feel like this would be the place to like intercept and apply any discount. So, do we have the player at any point in here? All right, read the player child shop Clader. Good enough. Okay, so I actually need to update the cost on this shop item base. I think that's fine. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so here I have it. And this is where it's being like, oh no, that's where it's being selected. But here, yeah, all right, here I make the array. And then I can get the stuff here. It'd be shop items I shop items that get component. Oh, I guess dot object that get component shop item base. So we do mPlayer shop collider, child shop collider, get components. I'll make that component now. Be like modifier shop discount. We just have to check if it exists on the player. I think that's good enough. Create C# script modifier shop item discount. Actually, I kind of want to just make this static. Should it live on the player? I guess I'm just gonna, technically I could have its on by callback, set a static value, but just following the pattern would be like keeping its data in the class, and maybe that's better encapsulation. So modifier shop item discount is a modifier base, which just has one like public float M discount. So 0.1, I guess. Get so var discount equals get component modifier shop item discount if discount. We update the cost what's the problem? Cannot convert float to int. Oh, if everything costs 5, I'll just put it at 20%. Then it should go down to 4. And I can just mathf round to int. Oh wait, no. Sib.m cost times mathf round to int times this rounded to an int is the new cost. Okay. So now we add that to our modifier list. This is a discount card. It's future shops charge less. Modifier discount or something, shop item discount. And color, I don't know, cyan. Oh wait, where did my modifier list go? I should just pin this. All right, red isn't right. What did I write in my notes that I wanted to make it? I didn't put a color. All right, I guess meal card would be magenta. VIP card would be like gold. This would be silver. Maybe just I don't know, I think cyan is fine. I guess I should use bronze to keep the cycle. But I need to add a bronze. So private, I'm just gonna copy this and then go look for the value. So yeah, whatever color this coin is. Jeez. Oh, that's annoying. The window needs focus. 8 and 0.8, 0.5, 0.2. We also need to add a new sprite. Okay. Then we go add that sprite in player. Card. Okay. Then we go back to that shop prefab. And switch it from 12 to 13. Oh, and just in case it wasn't clear, it doesn't have to be this way. I could update the shops in real time, but just for a slightly easier, by making it future shops, I don't have to worry about updating the current shop in place. All right, not set to a reference of an object. What is that? Player shop collider, isn't it? Oh, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess when we spawn in the items, we don't have the player yet. We don't have the player until he enters the shop. So I think I am gonna go with the static thing. Be private static float s discount is starts at 0, and then we'll add a public static void increase discount float amount. Oh, come on, autocomplete can be so dumb sometimes. Yeah, and then over here we override. It's a protected override void. I have the callbacks right there. On buy is what I want. And then I would do shop dots increase discount and discount. There. Now I don't have to get the player. I don't have to check if this component exists. Just when it gets added to the player, it'll set a static value. And then down here, where I try and get the discount, instead, I can just say if s discount greater than 0. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. Gotta remember to get 5 coins on my way up the tower here. I'm not paying attention. Alright, charge. Time is money, friend, as the goblins say. Alright, that is not cyan, for starters. Oh wait, I made it bronze, now I remember, yeah. Sure. Let's go find another shop and see if our discount is applied. Doesn't look like it. Oh. Alright, yes it is, but the text needs to be updated. Instantiate. I could just say, in the discount case, I need to do shop items I obj dot get. Let me see how this is being done for now. So close up graphics, open up prefabs, wrong prefabs folder, resources, prefabs, dynamically loaded prefabs. Okay, and here we are looking for shop. And I just want to see the relationship between like the text and then I want to check if the shop item base is overriding this text in a way that I expect. I'm sure it's overriding this text at least once, but it is only doing it on awake. Makes sense. Why don't I just add a function that's public void update cost text, and I copy this. I call it on awake. And then in the shop, in the discount case, after I update the cost, you know what? A better way to do this, it would be, yeah, I'm gonna make cost private. Well, I have getters and setters, but then the setter can just call the update function, you know? You know, it shouldn't be for every caller to know that it needs to update the text. That's, oh yeah, here I can, this is an open source tile set called Retro Lines by Vexed. If you want to check it out, there's a link. It's, yeah, I've used it for a few different Game Jam games, and this is like an extension of a Game Jam game ultimately. So yeah, this is what I used a couple games. I definitely like it. So set cost, new cost. That will say mcost is new cost and update cost text. And I don't think this needs to be public anymore. But there might be some stuff that breaks that was previously assuming cost would be public. What's the problem here? Oh, public void. So let's see if anything broke. Yeah, set cost. Get cost. Oh my god, autocomplete. How can you be so bad? So yeah, since we're calling set cost, that'll update the text for us. In theory, there's no need. All right, that's for the shop UI. I'm like, wait, why isn't this right? Because this is getting it at real time, at runtime. But the answer is this was right. The shop UI was displaying the correct value. Anyway, hopefully what we expect to see now, oops, yeah, there is set cost. So yeah, what we expect now is the discount card should be the first item in the shop. And we can buy it. Game, you're trolling. We can buy it, and then we would hope to see the next shop reflect that discount in both the dynamic UI and sort of the like all the time, whoops, the all the time like display over top of shop items. And I also should grab 4 coins, exactly 4 coins, to make sure I can actually buy stuff at the discounted rate, that there's no disconnect there. Okay, 4. Everything says 4. Let's grab some food. Great. Went down to 0, didn't go down to negative. Well, maybe I didn't. Let's grab one more coin, make sure I didn't go down to -1. I did go up to 12 health. The upgrade actually did get bought. 0 to 1. Great stuff. All right. That is another upgrade. Done. So we have the discount card. Meal card is next, which I think would be very easy, but let's find out. Scripts, player, modifier, new script. This is going to be modifier, heal on anything bought. I think that's the naming convention I used for the similar effect. I can check really quick. Oh, I just called it shiny shield, but this is the shield when you buy something. So modifier on anything bought. Wait, what was the verb? Oh, heal, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is a modifier base. It needs to override protected. Isn't it supposed to be? I guess it doesn't matter. Protected override void on anything bought. If something is bought, then we would get the health of the player. So we go up to the parent, transform parents, get components in children. I'm pretty sure health or like tracked global value. Well, they're different now. There only is one health. So yeah, health. And then just health, heal. What's the problem? Oh, parent.game object, right? No? Oh, is it children? Yeah. Can I do this? I thought so. All right, so health, heal. Apply healing, we'll just say 1. Or I should make that a private int m healing amount equals 1. Healing amount. Okay. So there is I think that's all I need for this one. I just need to go add it to the list. This is a meal card. Heal after buying something. So this is modifier meal card or heal on anything bought. Using the card, and it's gonna be magenta. We go upgrade our shop, or not upgrade, we go update our shop prefab preferred item so we get this to spawn right in and test it quickly. Oh my god. See, there must be another way. I bet there are like community packages to not have to deal with this like crappy little file explorer. There must be a better way. I just don't know what it is right now. All right. Shop 0, preferred item 13 to 14. So, what do we expect to happen? Our new meal card should be the first item in the shop. We can pick that up, then take some damage, then buy a second item, and hopefully we'll see it heal us. I should just take damage now. Meal card, heal after buying something. Meal card doesn't count. Let's grab shiny coin. 9 to 10. It worked. Beautiful stuff. We can double check shiny coin while we're in here. 0 to 2. All right. Can cross that one off. So yeah, how many have we done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I guess before we were doing like 3 hours for 5 upgrades. Now we have 4 upgrades, 45 minutes. Definitely seeing a much better pace here. I guess I already stumbled over some of the problems before. Meal card done. We're on to the next type of stuff, which is first is going to be a golden seed. The idea here is I will spawn stuff into the rest area. I probably will just pre-draw it into the prefabs. That might have to change if I eventually have multiple different types of rest areas, just to add some variety. But I think for now, I just pre-draw it in, set it to disabled, check a flag, and if the flag is set it to enabled as the rest area spawns. Alright, so golden seed. We will need a new component. Go to resources, scripts, player, modifier, new create folder, modifier, spawn money in rest area. Visual Studio, I don't know why you're so uncooperative. Alright, spawn money in rest area. This is a modifier base. Modifier base. What does it need to override? I think this should use a similar just flag setting system. So all it needs to override is on buy. And on buy, it will set that flag. So what does that look like? That just is a protected override void on buy. And then we head over to our world manager that's responsible for spawning in those rest areas. And we would add just a static flag, public, say, sort of world gen affecting flags, often set by upgrades, just sort of in case I wonder in the future. Public static m, or I guess s. This would be spawn money in rest area. It's false. And then, well, I'll just comment this out. But the next thing would be spawn hearts in rest area. Oh, it needs a type. Ooh. Okay. Now, let's go to our rest area. Just under our special chunks. New sprite ain't gonna fly. Alright, there's two signs. Get rid of one sign, rename this other one to sign. We need like a clear idea of where our objects are here. Can I get a child object by tag? That would be sort of the most resilient method, I think. So let's find where that rest area is spawned. Oh, I guess it's the platform manager. Whoops. Getting out of here. Okay. Chunks. Platform spawner. Wow, a lot going on in here. Okay. Same idea, though. Okay. Spawn special chunk and rest area prefab. Go to that. So we make it, but then children. I guess I would have to iterate through the children. I could just have, like, I could just say, all right, it's going to be child 4, and just put that in the code and not break it, and just keep adding children at the end. Maybe not the best, but since I can only think of like two things that I want to do for this. I don't see a huge problem with it. Um, Actually, you know what I can do? I can just make a small sort of component, call it extra spawner. 000. Add because now I can search for component in children to find this, and it doesn't care about the order. But then we go to, I guess, scripts, spawnables, chunks, create C# script, rest area extra spawner. Then I give it like a child object that is just whatever I want. So, and I can use this as an interface to interact with that child object rather than needing to interact with it directly. So that would look something like private void awake. We will need to hold on to a game object, gold tree, and then heart tree. I'm going to rename this money tree. Money tree and heart tree. And this will just be the child because it's a more contained example where this like parent container is specifically for managing these children. Children, get child, I guess. This is commented out for now. Okay. So technically I could have like a child tile map here, but that seems kind of dumb. I'm just gonna, I think, open up my sprite sheet in paint.net and cut out a tree. Because then I can also dye it to be white, which lets me set its colors. So graphics, tiles, tile palettes, nope, wrong thing. Tile atlases, yeah. We're just gonna grab our tree here. This is 45 by 53. It's probably supposed to be 48 by 48, right? Oops. 48 by 48. Keep canvas size. Yeah. Maybe not. What is the tight? Should just use this, right? Get rid of this, this. And then we grab the brown. We're going to set this to gray. First, I'm going to put on a new layer to make it easier to deal with. And set a brush to like 20. Bam. Gray. Grab our tree. It gets most of it. Okay, cut that out. Oops, not what I meant to do. Still have it selected on a new layer. Paint it white. All right, cool. Now we can the tree will actually tint colors properly. And we can just merge down the layers. And we also have the tree. File, save as. Graphics, sprites. I guess plants, I would call it BW tree, how about? Or tree BW full for black and white. And then we just want to make sure those new spray properties are correct. Because it's not. Should be 16. Is that right? I guess. No compression for pixel art. Point filtering. Cool. So we add now a 2D object sprite. Whoops, I accidentally clicked sprite mask. 2D object sprite. Call this money tree. BW, or it's like tree BW full. Then we make it gold, which is FFD700. And then we just give it some children, that is the money that it will spawn with. So that would be prefabs, collectibles, money 1. Money 1. Okay, and then we just scoot them over to the left and right a little bit. This one should be over to the right. Let's go left to right. Then like -1, -0.25, or yeah, -0.5. Okay, -0.5 or -1. Maybe just scoot these all a tiny bit down more. Oops, I duplicated. Get out of here. So now we just disable this by default. But then we do something like public void enable money tree and money tree dot set active. Okay. Oh, set active true. Then in our, what was it? Like the platform spawner? Yeah. If we're gonna also have here game object spawned rest area. In the cases here where we spawn our rest area, we say I guess we want if spawned rest area, we'll set it. I guess it does not equal null. So if we spawned a rest area, we need to tell that rest area so it's if spawned rest area and s something spawn money in rest area. Well, I guess this should be the next check. Because in the future we might want to spawn other stuff. This also lets me, like, when I'm just playing around with prefabs, painting tiles and stuff, I can just put it wherever I want. So if I make some variants of rest area in the future, all it has to do is have this sort of extra spawner with the expected object layout, and that should be enough. So spawned rest area, it's something like get components in children. Stop building. Get component in children. What did I just make? Rest area extra spawner. Var extra spawner. So if this is set, when we spawn the rest area, so the rest area wasn't null, we spawned it. We grab the extra spawner, check if the spawn money flag is set, and if it is, we enable the money tree through this interface, which means if we want to change the implementation, if we want to have different money trees, if we want to, whatever, the extra spawner deals with that. And this gets to have a nice clean interface to that. So now, I think that's everything we need to make it functionally work. Oh, I guess, did I ever make the modifier class for it? I don't, oh yeah, spawn money in rest area, but it doesn't do the thing yet. So on by, we say platform spawner s spawn money in rest area is true. That's all. And then in our modifier list, we just add information about our new item. Golden seed. Money tree will spawn in rest areas. And that was modifier spawn money in rest area. Okay. Let's update the shop prefab to spawn our new thing. So that is on the enter spawn box from 14 to 15. Oh, and it shouldn't be the card. That's one last thing. It should be a new thing, which is a seed. So let's also set that property. I don't think I said it's a gold either. Yeah, no, it's magenta. Okay. Waiting for Unity to compile, as is tradition. Player modifiers. New seed. Okay. We find 5 coins. We buy the golden seed, and then we head to the next rest area, and we hope to see our money tree in it. I guess technically I should go up and check this spawned one first. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. I can't pick up fake money. But if I go in here, why is it a card? Oh, I didn't change it. That's fine, I'll do it after. Buy it. We would, because this was already spawned, it won't be in there. But the next one should have our money tree. Hey, there it is. Great stuff. And I guess just to double check, let's climb up the tower a bit more to the next rest area. Oh, rat. Oh, he damage boosted me. Gotcha. Alright, hopping across. Another money tree. Cool. Done. I thought that would have been one of the more time-consuming ones. On to warm. Let's call maybe strong. Yeah, strong, I think, is a fine adjective for health. Well, maybe healthy. That's kind of on the nose, so that's fine. All right. So the one thing I'm worried about, we'll find out if it's a problem or not, is if I look at my rest area, technically the money tree has 3 children of its own. I'm not 100% sure whether or not those grandchildren will count as a part of the children. That'd be kind of annoying and would make it like slightly more fragile in a way that would be not ideal. Change this to magenta. Get rid of these coins and add hearts instead. Copy, copy. And I just want to get the values from here. So -1, -1.07. This is -5.7. I'm just going to say that's enough. Or -0.57. And this should just be 1, -1.07. Yep. Where is the rest area? Oh, I made it hidden for some reason. And we just pop this over. Let's see it with the money tree at the same time, just to make sure they both fit. Yeah, pretty much. So let us go ahead and in our extra spawner, just check that assumption. Let's, why wait for it to break? Let's just find out. So we add the heart tree and we'll just be able to, actually I don't even need to break. I just need to debug log mHeartTree.name. All right, what does that print? If it prints money something, we need to fix it. If it prints heart tree, we're good. But it's not going to actually print until rest area spawn, so let's climb up a little bit. Heart tree, great. It's not going into grandchildren. That's cool stuff. That makes this a lot easier. Change the public void, enable heart tree. Okay. What else do we need to do? We need to go back to our platform spawner. We add a second check here if S. We'll have to go up here, uncomment that thing from before. Head back down here and add a second check. Spawn. Oh, I didn't. Something is wrong up here. Oh, it's missing a bool. Spawn hearts in rest area. Extra spawner dot enable heart tree. And then we need a new modifier component to just set that value. And of course, because we have switch tabs back over to Unity, we have to wait a solid 10 seconds. All right, I'm exaggerating, but like, I don't know. I would like to understand how to reduce that friction. Because I wonder if I just like if I were hitting a chess timer every time I was hourglass waiting for Unity to load and like give me focus back, how much time would I be wasting? It seems like it would be a lot. Just it's nickel and diming literally every time I make a script change. But that's fine. Nothing I can do about that for now. So let's. What was I checking in here? Oh right, I need a new modifier script. Scripts, player, modifier. It's so similar to the other one. What was it called? Modifier spawn money. Modifier will duplicate this and just rename it to spawn hearts. Modifier spawn hearts in rest area. S spawn hearts in rest area. And then we just add the data to the modifier list. Healthy seed, color magenta, a heart tree, spawn in future. Okay. Oh, wait, and these are using cards. I want to use the seed. Seed. Yeah, that's all I have to do. So, we're gonna go try and find that healthy seed. Ideally, we'll be able to test the healthy and the money at the same time. Three, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot to update the shop item. Oh no, I didn't. There it is. Oh no, golden seed. I'm looking for the other one. All right, we can double check the golden seed, and I'll check one more shop before I just restart and update the shops to spawn the. Right, this would have already spawned. I wonder if there's anything I can do about that. I wonder if I'm gonna add a stream note about that. Task or stream notes. Basically, it's nearby spawned rest areas that are still above you. Nearby spawned rest areas that are still above you do not take effect. Do not, or I guess are not affected by rest area affecting items because they've already spawned. But they haven't spawned meaningfully for the player yet. They might be completely off screen, which could be confusing. Might be better to check and enable things on first enter rather than spawn. Can have a sanity check against lower previous rest areas in sort of recording the height at which the upgrade was bought and only applying it on enter if the rest area is at a higher height. All right, that was a long note, but important. I'm not going to deal with that now, but just something to flag for the future. I died in the meantime because the game didn't pause. Oh, whoops. I just dropped something. Hold on one sec. Okay, that's good. So let's close this out. We go to our shop prefab. It's currently spawning the golden seed. We want it to spawn the healthy seed. So that is just a matter of incrementing this index again from 15 to 16. Find some coins. There's the, okay, healthy seed is too long of a name, really? H-E-L-T-H-Y-S-E-E-D. It doesn't seem that long. That might be another one in case where the check is slightly off, right? Because that has to be shorter than like Volatile and Reactive Shield. So H-E-A-L-T-H-Y space S-E-E-D. That's a 12. Let me close the game really quick. Go over to the shop UI. Yeah, so it's checking for 13. Let's bump that down to 12. So yeah, just I guess context for people who aren't more familiar with this code. The shop UI checks if the length of the name and the description are beyond a certain threshold where it wouldn't fit, and it drops down to a lower font size in that case. But the check was slightly wrong. Even though healthy seed was 12 characters, which is shorter than 13, 12 characters don't fit at 36 font. So we just bumped that down one. Let's restart, see it. Double check that shop UI again. And hopefully it'll fit on the line. I would expect it to, because like I said, Volatile Shield and Reactive Shield should be longer. Alright. Starting to get like a lot of stuff where I'm seeing variety in here. I like to see it. It is encouraging. Alright, healthy seed. A heart tree will spawn in future rest areas. See, I can see a rest area in the top left, but I would expect a heart tree to not be in there because it had already spawned when I had gone into the shop. That's a little confusing. That's not ideal. So that's kind of what I was referring to in the note. Okay. Oh, there's a rest area. Let's see. We have gotten the... Oh, it spawned the money tree. That's not correct. Ah, it's first road bump. Let's see what we did wrong. Spawn hearts in rest area. We just set the wrong flag. Copy paste area. Copy paste error. Spawn hearts in rest area. Or wait, no, wait. This is money. It should be money. Okay, but is it... Oh, I see. I did the like rename wrong. That's the danger of duplicating. Spawn money in rest area, and then we change this to back to spawn hearts. Basically, like I half duplicated it, and there's like so spawn hearts, spawn hearts. Spawn money, spawn money. I'm not 100% sure that was the problem. Well, let's do a quick test and see if that addresses. Seems like it might. It seems very wrong. I think it can like mess up the sort of like component dictionary Unity you'd use to add components to stuff. in which case it might add the money thing instead of the heart thing, in which case spawning the money tree makes sense. There's my 1 coin, 2. Heading up the tower. This rest area won't count. I can peek just in case. Yeah, no. I want to get 5 just in case I can pick up the golden seed to test that they work in conjunction. I should have checked the shop before I jumped around grabbing coins. It might not have the golden seed. Yeah, no. Grab a discount card. It's probably a good idea to just like pick up upgrades as I rise up the tower, just as a sort of like integration test. Alright, 4. Let's hop up here. Oh man, what an unfair BM enemy hit. Money tree again, huh? Alright, let's take a... There still could be a copy-paste there in that extra spawner thing, I think. I think that's gonna look out. Alright. Or the modifier list. This is fine, but I bet the modifier list... Aha! Yes, spawn money. One of these should be... The second one here should be modifiers, spawn, hearts, and rest area. Getting sloppy. Copy paste errors. I don't think I should be too worried. Overall, I think I've been pretty productive. I'll check after I get this heart seed in. But I think the pace has been pretty promising. Okay, there's the seed. Ah. I need to find some different music. I'm getting really... I don't know. I like this samba when I first picked it for the game jam, but after listening to it for months, I hate the sound of it. Maybe there's no way around that. What was I checking in here? Oh no, I already bought the seed. I just need to check the next rest area. Cool in here. Ah, Swiftwing, the coolest item. Triple jump, baby. Hey, a heart tree. Awesome stuff. This isn't... I popped the debug there to see how close I am to top. I already have triple jump. I can rise so fast. I might as well see if I can check the golden seed interaction. No golden seed in there. Actually, let me grab... just grab all the shields and stuff. Now that I have silver coins coming up here, I'll have infinite money. Oh, man. Ooh, wait, what just happened? Oh, wait, oh yeah, this is my shiny shield, because I bought something. I'm like, wait, did that money pickups increase value mess up? Alright, I expect this silver to be worth 6, by the way. Yeah, 26 and 11 on these, 37, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we are out of space here. Yeah, we're at 180, there probably will be no more. Oh, there's one last. Oh, no. Oh, God, oh, God. I don't think there's any way to check this shop. Yeah, it's behind the death box. It made it to the top, but that is our end. Alright. I don't know. We independently verified the golden seed. I don't think I necessarily need to get hung up on forcing that scenario to happen. Healthy seed done. Alright, so let's probably like 50% or a little bit more through the stream. Let's see how we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have already beat our previous 3-hour stream in about an hour and a half. Let's continue on to boots for like movement speed stuff. I think if I can do these 4, that would probably put me in a good place to stop for today. That would be 10 for the day, which would double the output of at least previous time. All right, boots. This should be dead simple. We just need to increase the player's speed on, what's it called? Increase the player's speed in that on buy callback. But the one thing I do want to check is there's like a weird specific little shop thing where you walk out of the shop. I want to double check there's no movement speed stuff. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, like this is like forcing it to move out of the shop when you hit leave, but it looks like it's fine. I don't see any reference to speed in this document. Cool, it's probably fine. Okay, so we go to our modifiers folder. Scripts. What is it? Modifier. Wow, look at all the scripts in here. I might have to make other folders. But that's cool that we have so many little upgrades. Okay, so this is going to be modifier increase move speed. Open that up. It is a modifier base, and it only needs to override on buy. So that is protected override void on buy. And on buy, we do transform.parent, get components, children, I guess, which will include the parent, just in case I change this layout in the future. So get component in children, q move I movement, call this move and save it. Come on, game. All right, move. We have a private float k increase %. We'll start it at 25%, I think, is a good starter thing. Okay. So move, that's set move speed is move.get move speed times 1 plus k increase %. What's the problem? 1.0 f. All right. I think that's all we need to do for the functionality. Let's just add its information. This is a new sprite, so we'll have to add that as well. New modifier data, quick boots. Increase movement speed. It's not called quick boots, it's called increase move speed. Let's add a new sprite. And sprite boots. And sprite boots. Is brown a color I can use? No. Let me find out brown. I guess I can just use bronze. It'll probably look good enough. Okay. Anything else? We just set the shop prefab. And then I think we should be, we set the shop prefab and we set the boots sprite. So preferred item index, 17. So that's the index. Oh, the boot sprite is on the player. Player modifiers, boot. Oh, whoops, we're in the middle of a game. I don't think it's going to save that stuff. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, I want to double check the shop to be sure that's saved. 17, I think so. I mean, we'll find out pretty quickly. What we got? Oh, it's weirdly small. I don't love that sprite. It's okay for like stuff made by me, you know. But I'm gonna put that on my stream notes as an to do improve. I guess this is all like to do offline. Alright, let's grab our boots. Oh yeah, we're fast. Oh, that feels great. Maybe I should have the... It's like triple jump and fast movement. I'll want to do it all the time. Just want to make sure these slowy bushes don't mess us up. Oh, I think they might have. Did they? I guess I should... Let me check that. This little slow plant has been such a thorn in my side. It has had so many bugs. Yeah, I'm getting original move speed. Ha. I guess I need to add a set original move speed. Or I guess I should just add a bool to this, override original. Defaulted to false, but if override original and original move speed is move speed, just speed also. Let's see if that fixes it. I'm pretty... Is this getting a runtime? No, and it should though, since it is the original. So we're gonna not cache it so that it will... I understand why I did this, because I was frustrated by this behavior, but this is not correct. Instead, because we have the concept of an original move speed, we can just get the original move speed all the time, and then it will also override these sort of like permanent increases. You know, is original move speed versus move speed is just to have like a concept of temporarily changed versus like the base value. So I want to know like, hey, the base value times the slow percentage, and I added a boolean there to let me update the base value. True. Let's try that. Something broke. Oh, this is something else. That's a warning. That's on there. What broke? I put a slash somewhere. Get out of here, slash. Why is this so bad? I might need to review the slow bushes. It seems like there should be a way to do that with physics materials instead of like a trigger script. But alright. So our boots worked. We could buy them and they increased our movement speed. But the little slow flowers we're not sort of acknowledging our new base movement speed, and they were setting us back to our previous. Oh, also we need to set the sprite properties on this so it's not so tiny. Alright, we're definitely fast now. Here's this guy. What? Oh no, I have broken something. Alright. Clearly the way I was doing it for one way or another was necessary. Let's see why. I need to open up that diff then to see exactly what is different. I hate this slowing. I should just get rid of it. Am I using original speed somewhere else? I bet I am. Yep. That should be fine, I think. So yeah, that was setting my move speed to -1 when I left the flower, which was giving me weird backwards controls that were confusing. God, these plants. I guess it's like appropriate that the vibe I was going with was like a thorn bush or something, and it has been a constant thorn in my side, repeatedly breaking with anything that interacts with it. God dang you, slowy plants. I keep forgetting to do the boots thing. I'll do it after this. Ah, so fast. I love it. Okay, yeah, it still slowed me, but it's properly sort of setting my speed back. Oh no, I fell. Damage boost. Oh no, damage boost down. Sneak around the edge here. Anything cool in the shop? Nah. I'm gonna add a note here though. As get to larger amount of upgrades, there should be more items in the shop by default, and should include space for additional items to enable upgrades interacting with item count. Okay, so, but that worked, right? I don't even remember what it was. What was we doing? Oh, right, boots. Right. Oh, and the sprite. That's the last thing to fix. Let's update our sprite there. So that is graphics, sprites, upgrades. Oh my god, Unity. So frustrating. The slightest flick can mess up your folder structure. Charm also. So yeah, these are all 32 point filtering. Cool. All right, let's quick see if the boot is the proper size now. Yeah, it is. Doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it can be improved. Looks okay. Oh, I don't have 5 gold. That's fine. I was just checking the sprite. Alright. We already checked quick boots and we fixed the slow interaction. But quick boots are done. Shiny boots. Ooh, plus move on buying something from the shop. This... I intended this to be like a fading increase, but this like kind of all of these fading increases potentially have a problem with that original speed thing. I guess I could change its original speed over time. Let's try that. Probably want a new base class. Sprites, or not sprites, scripts. Where are scripts? There they are. Player modifier, we're going to call this temporary, or I guess modifier temp move speed base. Okay. It is, why is this like, oh, I remember to do that. Okay. It is a modifier base, but it won't actually override any of the callbacks. We'll leave that for the next level of child. This is just going to give us a way to start the timer and update the timer over time. So I guess I think I want a different concept here. I want to keep it. I was thinking like, oh, I'll just rapidly update original move speed, but I think I should just have like a protected float and bonus move speed. Default it to 0. Then here in move speed, is I guess this needs to be bonus move. It should be a %. So here for movement scale, we do times and bonus move speed %. That's not that simple. Not plus. Oh wait, you know it is. It should be this instead, because this is already being multiplied, right? Vector 2. Running out of space here. Bump this to the next line. Okay, maybe that'll be enough. Public void set bonus move speed %. And then we'll say if, even still, I'm not sure how this would stack. It doesn't stack very well. I should be add bonus move speed %, and it can potentially be negative to undo it. And then it's just the sum of all the bonuses. So if you just subtract away all your bonus over the desired duration, it should work fine, even in conjunction with many of these items. But we'll see. Add bonus move speed % plus equals val. That's all. Okay. Modifier temp move speed base. We will have a protected, I guess a private float M timer protected float M delay duration, or M duration, or decay duration, that's what I meant. M decay duration, so I might as well call this M decay timer. And then we also have a protected M movement bonus %. We'll default this to 40% for like a fading thing. I feel like I will need a new callback for this, I think. The shop one at least. I'm gonna move that to needs consideration. Fading. Or maybe actually what I like this instead, we'll leave Serene Boots and Grisly Boots as being a fading thing. But for shiny boots, we'll do small plus move whenever buy something. There can be diminishing returns maybe, but maybe that's more interesting that you can just stack it. It's not like a fading thing. If you buy like a zillion things, you can keep increasing your speed by tiny amounts. I think the rest of this is fine. Protected, void, start movements, speed boost, transform, parent, get component in children, Q move, I movement. Okay, so I grab the movement. I say move set bonus, set something? I guess it's not public. Oh, add, right. Add bonus move speed % and movement bonus %. And I think it should fall off in a discrete amount. The thing I'm worried about with regards to subtracting away time.delta time is that I might not hit the mark, you know what I mean? I might get into slight negatives like 0.3 or something if it's like slightly over, slightly under. There could potentially be like accumulated float errors as well. So we will need something like I don't know. So we'll say if okay, so here we'll set the timer. My decay timer equals my decay duration. We will also set the second increment to int I guess I should make a note that's easier, simpler if decay duration is an int. Doesn't use is a whole number is what I mean, I guess. Because I was thinking like, oh, what if I have half a second, blah, blah, blah. Let's just, why? So do I really need the ability to have 4.5 seconds? Why? All right, m second increment equals the int of m decay duration. Okay, update if mdecay timer is greater than 0. We're going to decrement it. We will then floor it. Timer floored is mathf.floor to int mdecay timer. And then if timer floored is what is the word? If timer floored is less than m second increment, we reduce amount is the movement speed bonus percent divided by the duration. Again, this is another one of the calculations that's just a lot easier and simpler if we set the duration to a whole number. And then here we're only actually doing something with the timer when it ticks over the whole number. This should make the sort of, what's the word? The changing bonus movement speed deterministic and reliable, and hopefully robust against bugs. All right, so reduce amount is and movement bonus percent divided by decay duration. A negative version of that. And then we say we'll get the player back. Move.set or add bonus movement speed percent of reduce amount. Okay, so the idea here is when our child calls start movement speed boost, it will set the timer, which will kind of wake up our update, which will tick down the timer, and each time the timer passes a second amount, it will remove a deterministic indefinite amount of move speed. So we'll go up to 40, for example, or 40%, and then it'll be 32, 24, 16, 8, 0 is the idea. And the danger was if I were just decrementing this every single frame, I was afraid I might be like negative 001 or something, not like just adding up float differences over time. Okay. The one thing I want to check though, just for simplicity, decay timer is less than or equal to 0. No stacking, no resetting. Yeah, we gotta let a boost take its course, or at least that's the. If we want to add resetting or stacking in the future, we can. But this is the simpler version. Is just you can only be under this one particular boost at a time. But this was just the base class. We will need another class for leaving the rest area and actually applying this. So let's create a C# script, call it modifier fading move speed on leave rest area. Very verbose name, but I definitely know exactly what it does. So let's take a look at Serene Shield to grab the callback. What is your callback? On exit rest area? Cool. It's already ready to go. On, and this is going to, instead of being a modifier base, it's going to be a modifier temp move speed base, which also is a modifier base, so it can still upgrade or override on exit rest area, but then all it needs to do is just call these helpers. So that is start movement speed boost. I think I actually want to move the movement speed to the child and just pass it, because I might want a different percent in different children. Right? Let's get this out of here. See if that caused any errors, does it? Relying on it? Yeah. I guess I can save it. Float m current movement speed percent amount. So we just cache it when we enter a boost. So we can use it to determine our... Technically we could cache this value instead, but like whatever, same difference. What else? Anything else? I don't think so. Oh right, we have to actually pass it in the child. So that is a private float m movement speed bonus percent 40%. All right. Let's add its info to the modifier list. Serene Boots. Whoops. Increase. Gain. Fading movement boost. Or I'll just say favorite speed boost on leaving rest areas. It's pretty long. Hopefully it'll fit. Okay, but we're going to use boots and we're going to use cyan. Okay. Oh, I didn't upgrade the shop. Let's do that. Shop or special platforms. Enter shop box 18. I'm gonna feel myself slowing down a little bit, but we're gonna charge forward, try and get all the boots in with that base class. If this works, and if it doesn't work, there's a lot of fixing to do potentially. But if it does work, we can use that base class to get the next one very easily. Serene Boots. Wait, did I get the movement boost? I don't think so. I think I'm the same speed. I cannot even tell. And if I can't tell, I'm guessing it didn't work. This would be better if I had like a trail. Maybe I should have a trail. But here's what we can do. We can look on the scene. We go to player. We find it's a movement. We switch the view to debug. And we find our bonus movement speed percent. There it is. We hop out of here, see if it changes. It did not change. I kind of immediately died though. Oh, I didn't set the type, right? Yeah. Modifier, fading move speed on leave rest area. Alright. That's a long class name. I'm gonna add a note to my to-do vibe here of add trail for fading movement speed boosts, maybe alongside fever system, fever/frenzy system, which will have a rainbow trail. Okay. So we added the new item, but it was still pointing at the previous permanent move speed class. Alright, let's hop in here. We got boots. Give me them. Serene Boots. We hop in here, we leave. I do feel faster for sure. I feel that 40% speed, but is it fading? I think the only way to really know that is to watch these player values. No, it is not fading. It is chilling at 40%. So why is that? Oh, minus 0.0f. That's not it. Minus time.delta time. So yeah, it wasn't decreasing. Sorry, I'm switching the music. I should find a way to, I don't really care about my VODs, but I don't like the idea of messing up the YouTube like archive with copyright strikes if I'm listening to music on stream. I think there's a way I could set it up where it's like a separate channel, and then, so it's easy to separate out, but I'm not familiar enough with video and streaming stuff. Alright, Serene Boots, let's make sure we're looking at the player value so we can see if it's going down like we expect it to. It's currently 0. We buy the Serene Boots, still 0. Let's head to a rest area. Okay, as I leave, oh no, that didn't work. Yeah, it's like negative 20. That certainly did not work. Why is that? Let's find out. I just want to debug log reduce amount. I would expect this value to be 0.08. Oh, I know what it is. I need to decrease second increment. Right, this would be hitting every single frame because I'm never decrementing second increment. Alright. Oh, I gotta find the component so I can watch the values. Let's pause the game while I'm looking. I don't want the death box to catch up to me. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, we need 5 coins. Alright, we got our boots. Nothing happened there because that wasn't a rest area. Let's pop in a rest area. Okay, we got 0.4. Still 0.4. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong value. Okay, it's going to 0.16, which is what I didn't want to happen. I guess the final thing, second increment does not equal 0. I guess I think it's this. And we just want to avoid that final decrement. Everyone except 0 should have the decrement. Let's see if that's the case. Actually, you know what I can do instead? Can just do this. If it's hitting one more time than we want it to, let's just split it up by one more interval. All right. Grab 5 coins. Okay, we're at 0. Oh. I think a problem is... I guess going from... This needs to be this. Because the floor is immediately triggering it. And then we can do this. And also that also probably good if rational 1 over duration doing 1/6 saw a very tiny but non-zero offset. Alright. So we won't do 6 increments anymore, it'll be 5 increments. This is a little restrictive, it's not super awesome, but I also think that maybe isn't really a problem. It would probably just cancel out on the very next rest area I reach. It was like e to the -8, which is like such a tiny, tiny decimal. I don't know. I guess I'm just slightly scared. I want to mark all information about that. I'm just seeing the plant slow million bugs all over again. And I'm just like on hypervigilance against anything that might have a similar problem. Oh man, I don't even know if it's possible to get in there. Probably if I jump up and around. Chicken. Chicken, you're trolling me. Okay, so we got 0.4, 0.32, 0.24, 0.16, 0.08, 0. Okay, that is correct. And I don't see any problem with my move speed. I don't have any money. Interaction with what's it called with slowy plant seems fine. Whoops. I think that was fine. Let's try it one more time just to be sure. Because like I mentioned before, if this does work and we're confident it works as we expect, we have the damage one done pretty much, right? Because... Oh, I don't have 5 coins. We have the damage one done because we just use the same base class and we fire on damage rather than oops, my head hit. On damage rather than on leave rest area. Am I fast? I need to double check. I'm not faster than I expect to be. It looks fine. Yeah, I definitely am faster, which is cool, but I feel like I don't, since it's fading, you don't feel it as much because there's no feedback other than you moving slightly quicker. Should probably make this slightly longer too. So wait, 8 seconds. This is still, yeah, a finite amount of, still rational. Cool. All right, that seems good enough to me. I think it works. I'm gonna call that done. Serene Boots. Grisly Boots. So the idea is we would go to scripts and just duplicate that and use the different event callback. So player, modifier, wow, we have so many now. What did I call it? Modifier on leave rest area or something. Fading move speed, so F. Oh my god, these are so hard to read. Modifier, duplicate this. And instead of on leaving rest area, we change it on damage. I'll make it bigger because it's like a more concerning thing. Alright, add that to our modifier list. Hopefully it'll be just that easy. Grisly Boots. Gain a fading speed boost on taking damage. And we change this to on damage. DMAGE. Okay, boots, and instead of cyan, red. Alright. Fading move speed on damage. The name is right. Boots, red, cool. Let's go to our shop. Update our preferred item from 18 to 19. Hit that play button. Find our 5 coins. Maybe I should just make the cost 1. Am I wasting time by collecting 5 coins? I don't think so. It's so easy. I don't think I've ever had a problem like gain a fading speed boost on taking damage. Good, the text fits. Then this is another thing that would work a lot better with the trail for feedback, but let's just find anything. I want this long runny platform. That messed up the animation, but it is increasing the bonus speed. Alright. Let's hop down to our shop. I don't have the money. Oh, this is the rest area anyway. Let's grab a 5th coin, see if we can double up on the 2 bonus items and make sure they work together. Awesome, good luck there. Alright, so the idea... Oh, I'm about to be caught. Alright, so I got hit. I have the boost from being hit still. I'm running in here. Ah, it faded. Alright, now I will have the boost from leaving the rest area. Now I have the boost from being hit. Yeah, I am speed. But I have eventually, I'm pretty sure, fallen back to my base speed. Let's see if I can find it quick. Pause the game before I die. Ah, I died at the last second, but... Oh, I was looking at the shop. I never could have found it. But I don't think... Oops, don't switch that. I think it'll still be on the player. Yeah, I mean, 075, that is in line with a value I would expect from taking damage. It's 3.5 because I'm in full hours. This all looks good to me. Cool. So yeah, it wasn't just talking a big game. Once we have the Serene Boots, we basically also have the Grisly Boots. And I think probably, yeah, 840 will do the last one for tonight, the Shiny Boots. And I think they'll actually be very, very easy. You know, this is just a copy of the Quick Boots, only the movement speed increase will be much smaller. And the event callback will be on, what's it called? on buy shop item or whatever. So scripts, player, modifier. I'm gonna add the stream node as well to let's add, oh yeah, organize, do a pass, organizing scripts, assets, too many modifiers to easily navigate, need subfolders for modifiers. But it is a good problem to have, in my opinion, that I have so many different modifiers here that it's getting difficult to find the ones I want in this dumb view. Okay, so yeah, we're doing the increase move speed. Increase move speed, there it is. We duplicate it. We change the 1 to on by item. Or I guess by anything is the verbiage I've been using. Not you. Increase move speed on by anything. Increase percent is just 1%, let's say. Or maybe there was 20. How many items? The fact that it's permanently stacking makes it very strong potentially into later into the game, but there isn't really that much later into the game now. I'll just add a quick note. Careful restacking on this. Might get crazy late in the game. DR maybe? But we'll start at 5%. Or even 10%. I want to be able to see the difference. Okay, then instead of on buy, we want on buy any item or something. Is that the callback? Oh yeah, you need the index in case you care about which item it is. In this case, we don't. Okay, that is not the correct name. What is the thing? On anything bought. Okay, sure. Increase move speed on buy anything. On anything bought. Yeah, and the implementation is the same. This might call for a base class, but I don't. Ooh, this should be get original move speed. Let's fix that. That could be a bug. So many problems with affecting like these tiny move speed interactions. I don't think it'll ever actually matter if you're in the shop. Because if you're like frozen in the shop, your movement speed isn't subject to change, but just for better practice. Yeah, and again, technically this could have a base class, but like, is it really worth the script to have a base class for 2 lines? Maybe if I get a third version of this, then we'll on anything but this looks fine. Okay. What do I need to do? Just update it in the list, I think. Shiny boots. Gain a small speed increase after buying anything. Or I should say buying future items. And I'm gonna buying future items. I just want to update the language to be clear that this buy will not trigger it. Alright, that is modifier. Increase move speed on buy anything. Alright, we'll go ahead and upgrade our preferred index in the shop from 19 to 20. And that's it. We go buy it and we test it out. It's probably a good idea to look at the player though, because we would want to see slight increases in move speed as we buy things. That might be difficult to notice if we're not looking at the actual move speed values. Alright, and this can just also be like a final test unless I run into anything weird. I'll just sort of buy stuff as I head up the tower. And because that has the dual purpose of, this is not the right item. Oh, yes it is. I didn't set the color. Alright, let's just restart real quick. I want this to be the final test. Okay, gold. Heading up. Here's our shop. I probably will not fit. I might barely fit. Oh, gotcha. Alright, after buying future items is too long. I was kind of worried that might be the case. So I'm going to reword this. And a small... on... Is that short enough? That's still the longest string, I think. Maybe I'll just say slightly increase speed after future item buys. And then I can future item buys. It's slightly fewer characters. But it's buys at the end of the sentence sound weird. Maybe I don't need the future text. I don't know. I think it's fine if it fits after future item buys. This is still the longest one, and it's actually shorter than this one, so it should definitely fit. Oops, fell. It's cool. Heading up. Got our shiny boots. Slightly increased speed after future item buys. That's a tight wording, but I think it's fine. Let's look at our properties. Okay, still 7. We can find 5 coins and actually get something right here. What else you got? A Serene Shield. Alright, yeah, we're 7.7. That looks correct. We can go in here to test our Serene Shield. There it is. Alright, cool. Killed a chicken. It's okay. Meal card. Oh, I only have 1 coin. Are there coins nearby? Probably not enough to collect around here before the box. Yeah, the box is coming for me. You won't kill this test run, death box. I'll just go to the next shop. We're up to 9.3. Ooh. I got killed by the death box. This is multiplicative and it shouldn't be. How do I fix that? Since it's a permanent increase, I can't use the original speed because it's modifying the original speed. And I don't... I'm wondering... Like, the question is where to cache the movement speed increase. Maybe it should just be an increase amount rather than an increase percent. There. Now this is the same as stacking additively. For a speed of 7. Oops. Where I lost that. Leave it on buy anything. Using an absolute. Using a value rather than a percent to stack additively. This 0.7 represents a 10% additive stack on player move on base player movement at time of writing 7. Okay, so yeah, just doing speed plus the amount rather than speed times 1 plus the amount. It's now an additive stack rather than a multiplicative stack. Let's just do one last test, buying our stuff and then buying our movement speed increases and just ensure that stacks additively, and then we can be good to call it a night here. Okay, grab our 5 coins. Shiny boots. Oh, nice. Plenty of coins here. I don't have any rest area stuff, so there's no reason to go in there. Okay, what do we got? At least this. Kind of boring. I want to get those pickups out of the shop, maybe. They're just... I'm so unexcited to see them when I'm making all these upgrades. Alright, what else we got? Oh, I don't have 5 coins. Alright, there. Oh yeah, I need to also be checking my speed here. And pause the game while I find it. Sprite renderer. Okay, 7.7. That's correct for buying 1 item. And if I buy like an Ultra Shield, 8.4. Yeah, that's an additive stack. I don't have 5 more coins to get that bloody coin. I'll just jump up to the top and assuming I don't see any bugs, we're gonna call it a night there. Oh, I'm starting to feel fast though. Got a discount card. Sure. I think they're... Alright, we're on 135, so it only goes up to 200. So I don't know if the discount card would be worth it, especially as you get so... Ooh. What happened? Report shield used. Parents wasn't? Oh yeah, this is... Why is this not getting called properly? Oh, I noticed a bug. I have to fix it. I think this will be a quick and easy one. We'll see. What is the point of this? Oh, I see. All right. I think there's not really a bug here. I just, on my prefab, I think. So yeah, on the shield, this, what is the volatile shield even doing? So basically, it's just using the wrong prefab. It is using a prefab that, oh, right, it's not called shield, it's called like enemy kill on damage. Okay, player kill enemy burst. This does not need a shield notifier. And it's not set up to use one, I believe, is the problem. We'll see. But it is unfortunate. I might have to go set the preferred item to Volatile Shield, because if I don't get it, then it's going to be annoying hoping to get the thing I want here. But we're going to at least do one quick run, see if we can get lucky, find the thing we want to test, and test it quick. I should buy stuff if I see it to reduce the odds that, or I mean increase the odds that future shops will contain the item I'm looking for. But this is kind of silly. If it weren't the end of the night, I'd probably just go set the index, and I probably will go set the index. But can I get lucky? Oh, there it is. Yes, Volatile Shield. All right. So if I do a blam, yeah, that's what Volatile Shield's supposed to do. And okay, so yeah, basically what happened there is that shield notifier thing was for helping shields with charges sort of like communicate their state to a parent object. But for the volatile shield, it's not really, it doesn't have charges, it just explodes outwards and kills anything it hits. Anyway, let's just double check the original thing we wanted to think. Oh, I'm not looking at the player. Let's take a look at the player. Sprite renderer, no. Move platformer 8.4. And if I start buying some stuff here, yeah, 9.1, 9.8. We bought all the stuff. We're starting to get pretty fast. We can probably outrange this death box. Oh no. I don't know if I fall. There might be camera problems to look at with increased movement speed. Faster move speed might need to increase camera follow speed along with it. Okay, but I think we're gonna call that a stream. Let's take a look at how much we did. I think I'm gonna like what I see. So shiny coin, Grisly Coin, 1, 2, 3, 4, discount card, meal card, 5, 6, golden seed, healthy seed. Shiny boots are now done. So 6 to 10 of all the 4 boots here. So that's cool stuff. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours, which is about 150 minutes. 10 upgrades in 150 minutes. We're averaging about an upgrade every 15 minutes, which compared to our previous stream, 5 upgrades in 3 hours and 15 minutes, that's $1.95, round to 200. We were looking at somewhere like an upgrade every 4 minutes. So it's 15 over 40 or something like, I don't know, what is that, 3/8, 37.5. So that's, we're doing it more than 60% faster, or I guess 60% of the seed. It is twice as fast, more than twice as fast. Very happy to see it. Before, an upgrade cost us 40 minutes. With those offline improvements, we're down to an upgrade only costing us 15 minutes. And also, I should add, that is with in the previous case, there were 4 different kinds of shields, right? So they were all the same thing. Here we're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different categories. So if anything, the diversity of upgrades was greater this time, which you would think would increase the upgrade implementation time, but it's decreased it, or at least it's been paid for enough in the improvements to the upgrade system. So I'm really happy to see the results of today's stream. Really, if we look back at the stream notes, hopefully upgrade pipeline improvements will allow more throughput. I think they absolutely did, just from a quantifiable thing. So what comes next? This is sort of all the offline work I'll be considering to do before next week, but I also want to add 1 to 2 big rocks, where that would be improve vine grow or improve platforming, edge grab, and wall slide just / jump, because the asset I'm using here for the player already has these animations, so it's just a matter of implementing the logic. And I feel like the lack of edge grab has been, just while I'm playing it, while I'm testing it, one of the most frustrating parts. Those edges that I'm barely missing and then I fall back down, that like really takes me out of it. Another possibility is adding the Frenzy Fever system, because there are a few upgrades that rely on that. Yeah, I don't know, I think one of these. These are all good possibilities of sort of. I also want one-way platforms that I would consider as a part of the platforming. Okay, so yeah, thanks for tuning in. We added 10 upgrades today, which is pretty cool. Next week, hopefully I'll have either some cooler vine grow visuals to show you, some cooler platforming, or just like this cool combo system. I'll have something cool to show you. I'm not sure. We might do one last round of upgrades on stream. It's possible, like the friends. One possible path here is I also just go through all the required tech. So like this requires fever, this requires time bubbles. Just unblock all of these and then do the rest of the to-dos. We also have the charms down here. So yeah, I think that might be what it looks like. We're doing one more week of upgrades probably on stream. And then after that, we'll be doing levels and bosses, I think. Or just more level elements. There might be like treasure rooms or something like that. I don't know. Lots of cool stuff. But yeah, upgrade improvements, definitely a success. Check back next week and we'll be doing some of these other upgrades probably. But after that, in 2 weeks, we'll be really making this into a game, really getting the final gamey bits. It's exciting time. I wouldn't say we're nearing the end, but the end is starting to be in sight. At a certain point, it's just going to be producing content. And to a certain extent, that's what we did today. Anyway, that's I'm just sort of rambling sort of in the end bit here. I'm going to cut it off there. So thanks for tuning in and have a good night.